Hey guys, hello and welcome. And today we will discuss about some of the very interesting topic, wire selection. Yes, if you are an electrical engineer or a technician or owner who wants to build their home, but you are not you don't know what's how to do the wire selection, like where we should use what kind of wire and what will be the size. So here we will discuss these wire selections are in electrical wire selection, like where and what kind of size where we should use. So first of all, let's try to explain with you. See, the wire size matter, the size of the wire, it's depend on the load, how much load you are putting in a wire, and like what are the things is connected with this wire. So that is what it's define what kind of size of wire is you require. So first of all, like what are the kind of sizes are available in the market. First is, you will see from 1 square mm, like it has a list like 1 square mm, 1.5 square mm, 2.5 square mm. There is no 2 square mm of wire in the market. So 2.5, then 4, then 6. There is no 3 square mm. You will, if you go and ask in a shop that I want a 3 square mm, there is no such as 3 square mm size of wire. Okay, so 1.1 square mm, 2.5, 4, 6, and that is what the standards is. Okay, and then 6 square mm, then 8 square mm, then core. There is a different core is there, like it is a twisted pair or single core, or for 2 core, 4 core, like phase neutral will be both together, and it is a shield cover with shield or armor cable. So that is what the different type of cable we will discuss. But yes, now we are want to learn like what are the sizes is required for how much wattage. You see here, see here is that a circuit is given here. So let's try to learn from this. So this is your energy meter, right? It is connected with your pole, and this is your supply, and you have to use, like if you're doing a single, like one bedroom or two bedroom house, this is for one bed, like 2 BHK house. So you can use this 4 square mm of 4 to 6 square mm from meter to your MCB box. Your This is MCB box is nothing but a, we call it as a sub main. So there is a main panel, and we also create a sub main panel. So in if you are a 2 BHK house, so it is one enough, one power box is enough. So there will be your MCBs, MCCBs, and all this protection device will be there. And okay, so from your in electrical meter to your main panel is 4 to 6 square mm. Most of the cases we use 4 square mm. And from your meter box, from your main panel to your switch boxes, this is called a sub main cable. Okay, this is your main cable 4 square mm, this is your sub main cable. This is we use 2.5 square mm, 2.5 square in general. Like if it is a 2, as I told, it is a, if it is a 2 BHK or 3 BHK, its load is almost same, but we will have to calculate also the load. It see, here we also given the load calculation. If it is a 1500 wattage, then we can use, like the load is 1500 wattage, so we can use 1.5 square mm of wire size. If it is a higher, like 4000 to 5000 square wattage, so we can use 2.5, and it can bear up to minimum 2.5 square. Even there is a quality of the wire, we have to check the gauge, like it is a proper 2.5 square mm or not. If you are using a local quality, then it may not work. Like you may have to face this burning issue, and like many hazards can be occur. So we always recommend, like, go with the well-known brand when we are going to purchase the wire. And we also give the more, like the wire load, like more, we reduce the load, like we give a minimum like 50-60% of load in the recommended wire size. 8000 watts for 4 square mm, right? Okay, now if you have a AH power, this is called AH power, or we use it for a AC and geyser and all this heavy load. We use AH power. This is our AH power. This is your circuit this is circuit CKT, and this is your main sub main panel to your wall box. So wall box we generally use 2.5, and from wall box to your fan and light we use 1.5 square mm. Here is 1 square mm is mentioned, but mostly 1.5 square mm we use from wall box to your light or fan. See, light and fan, we all consider this is like in between 60. A fan is 60 watts, and a light will be maybe like 10 to 20 watt, 9 watts, generally LEDs. And So those all are light load. Okay, this is all light load. Light load is 100, in between, like less than 100 watts. So that is what the light load. So you use 1.5 square mm. Here is 1500 loads it can bear up to. Okay, but here it is the switchboards, main distribution boards, and home appliance. For home appliances, here you see they use 4 square mm. So 4 square mm for like if you have a washing machine, geyser, or fridge or refrigerator, whatever you have, we use this power. This is a heavy load. It's main in generally, we don't use 4.4 square mm, bro. But yeah, we can use 2.5 square mm for this. So this is even if you are using lift, then we can use 4 square mm for that. No, for sure. Okay, I need a color, good color. Yeah, that is I think good. Or blue, we can use blue. Okay, done. Okay, thank you. So yeah, now you see geyser we use 4.1.5 square mm. Washing machine is 2.5 square mm. Depend upon load, as I told. Okay, next, here is the actually SLD is given. All right, so if you see this SLD, you will find this is our live. Okay, we also define the color of the wire, right? So hot always red, hot always red. There is a Indian, like Indian code is there. Okay, national code, Indian national code, electrical code is given. So if you go there, they all clearly mention that live wire red, neutral wire black, and earth wire green. Okay, now earth live wire have a, like we have to connect it with the main fuse. Nowadays we don't use this main fuse, like, yeah, but if you want you can use this main fuse. And neutral from live and neutral is coming from your utility pole. Okay, from utility pole to your meter, this is a kWh, kilowatt hour. See, we count BOT unit. Okay, that is the reading. This is also another good topic, like how we can measure, how we measure electricity and how we pay to our electricity company. So they, how they measure how much we are consuming. So one unit, one BOT unit is how much. So like 1 unit we have to pay in India, like 6 to 7 rupees, and commercial like 10 to 12 rupees. That is discussable, right? From your electrical meter to your main switch is like controlling that. And or you can say main board or main panel. Then your consumer fuse, this is, and then it is going to your switches, from switches to bulb, and that's all. And some sockets is given, and we also connect it with the earth. That is very basics. Fine. Uh-huh. This is what I'm talking about, that what are the sizes we recommend, like what 5 square, what 4 square, 10 square, 1 square mean actually. So this is a coaxial cable versus your optical cable. See, optical cable transfer the signals, it is for communication cable. Okay, optical fibers, like it is like for internet. And we have many optical cables like cat 6, RJ45 cables, like those are the very common nowadays. And coaxial cable is also a kind of like cable, but is a single core, copper is there, and barrier outer, you see this is it's also carry the signals. But optical fiber is more efficient, and it's carry the signals in a lightning speed. Okay, protective plastic glass, and we have to protect also this from magnetic field. But optical fiber have a lots of advantages. Here we want to talk about the wire of 6 square mm are composed in a single standards, and wire of 10 square mm or more are composed multiple standards. This is your 16 square mm, 10 square mm size. You see the core is given a 4 square mm. Normally it is a single core, but most of the time maybe it will be like many, it is a single rod, but we can consider it 2.5, 1.5 is given. Fine. What else we have? This is a yeah, the different type of cable we use, like for communications. For communications, we have UTP, like unshelled twisted paper. You see those are the twisted paper, right? And 1 core, 2 core, 3 core, 4 core, UTP unshelled. And then is STP shield. You see this is our shield is given. There is no shield, only like unshielded, and a plastic cover is there, that insulation cable. Coaxial cable, this is your coaxial cable, this is your fiber optics, and we don't want to enter into that fiber optics and all. Anyway, this is our different type of network cable. Yeah, network cable also for use for internet and all. But here is here we was like, this is what we actually for electrical wiring we consider them, like 4 to 6 square mm from meter to like your main panel. From main panel to your switchboard is 2.5, and from switchboard to your wall box is 1.5. That is what the in general. And if you have a power, then we give them like 2.5, even 4 you can give, but we don't recommend on that. Fine, that is what for today, and thanks for watching and keep watching. Bye bye.